What's up everyone, Marc Lobliner, TigerFitness.com. A somber video and also one where I'm going to state opinion and actually take sides with CrossFit. I've become somewhat involved in the movement. I've tried CrossFit. I still don't think it's optimal for hypertrophy, but I do think it can be used for good. And like anything, including bodybuilding, there's good and bad trainers. Like I've said in many of my videos, I've seen trainers at my local gym in Elgin, Illinois, do things that are going to hurt people, that are going to lead to lawsuits, that are bad. And we've seen a lot of these in CrossFit as well. I just want to let you know that in CrossFit, when I trained with the Nutriforce people in Florida, a month ago, and you saw me do CrossFit, and I gotta admit, I wasn't used to the fast deadlifts and my lower back was snapped up for a couple weeks. But these guys are trained to adapt, to do their thing, and you know, honestly, it's something to get used to. I jumped right in the fray with some real advanced lifters, and I didn't break in, and that's where it goes wrong. And like in bodybuilding and like in just getting results, there's good and bad trainers and everything. Even in soccer, my daughter has a new goalie coach as of yesterday who she trains with every Monday. This guy's amazing, okay? But we've had some coaches in the past who were absolutely despicable, and I've also been involved when she was in gymnastics, cheer coaches who literally did some things that I thought were physiologically ridiculous, and that's why I took her out of that program. A gentleman named Kevin Ogar basically suffered in the OC Throwdown. He suffered a spinal cord injury during a snatch event, and he has no voluntary movement below his waist. I'm going to post a link below to this article because they're raising money for Kevin Ogar to pay for his bills. He's uninjured. He doesn't have insurance. Where's Obamacare when you need it, right? Isn't that what Obamacare was supposed to help? Okay, I'm off topic. But he has no insurance, and this is definitely going to cost a lot of money. They've already raised through this site alone over $75,000. Please look into this. This is a good guy. You'll see a picture of him if you click on the link below. And I don't know much about him, but anytime you see anybody get injured, you want to, help them. With that said, I wanted to go into, another thing that my buddy Russell Taylor, he's a great trainer. Look him up. He runs a little group on Facebook. He's a good dude. So Russ Taylor and I were talking this morning, and he sent me an abstract, the nature and prevalence of injury during CrossFit training. And this is basically, it hasn't been published yet, but it's accepted for the publication. I'm trying to see where it is. It's of, okay, it's the Journal of Strength and Conditioning Research, published ahead of print. Now, I was reading this. I normally don't read through studies. It's just not what I do all day. I'll glimpse at things. I'll look at studies when I have to, but I'm not a study worm. I've been honest about that, and I know research, I know data, I read articles. You're not going to see me cruising PubMed. But here's the deal. They had 132 responses of CrossFitters collected with 73.5% or 97 sustained an injury during CrossFit training. A total of 186 injuries were reported, with 9 requiring surgical intervention. An injury rate of 3.1 per 1,000 hours trained was calculated. No incidences of rhabdomyolysis were reported. If you watch my channel, you'll know that rhabdomyolysis is when essentially your kidneys can't process all the waste byproducts of overtraining and training that your muscles are letting out, which leads to kidney overload, and essentially it's a really bad thing. My buddy Justin had it, who you saw in a training video of arms the other day. Rhabdomyolysis is very prevalent in competing bodybuilders, those getting ready for shows. I knew 5 people last year alone who were stricken with it. So injury with CrossFit training, listen to this, is similar to that reported in the literature for sports such as Olympic weightlifting, powerlifting, and gymnastics, and lower than competitive contact sports such as rugby union and rugby league. Shoulder and spine injuries predominate, with no incidences of rhabdomyolysis. To our knowledge, is the first paper of blah, blah, blah. Now, here's why I wanted to bring that up. Yes, there are injuries being caused by CrossFit. But when I went out there, I went out with a very open mind and a very skeptical mind doing CrossFit. And in fact, this year, after I'm getting my hernias taken care of and I have a couple guest posings, and my hernias on my abdominals, it's just from years of training in my abdominal, it happens. But what happens is you have good and bad trainers. When I was talking with the people at Nutriforce, by the way, they make a line of supplements for CrossFitters, but they're involved in the box, the gyms, okay? They're called boxes. And what I was talking about is good and bad CrossFit trainers. And these guys do put a very good emphasis on form. And there are responsible and irresponsible CrossFitters. Now, I saw another video sent to me by, my man, sent to me by my man Russell. And here's the deal. They had this girl who was literally disabled. She had a condition doing CrossFit. I'm going to link that below. It's titled Clueless CrossFit Trainer Takes on Disabled Client. Has 48,000 views. I watched this. Honestly, with her condition, she did not belong doing CrossFit. I think the main issue with CrossFit, you're doing a lot of advanced moves that require a lot of coordination and attention. To throw the average housewife, to throw the average dude who sits at a desk all day into that fray and not teach them proper form and workup. For example, my kids went to soccer last night. It was a goalie training camp. The next youngest goalie was 12. Okay? They were doing literally, they'd go under a rope and they'd dive over. They'd go over and they'd dive under and catch a ball. My kids don't know how to land. So the coach was like, they need to skip this drill because they're going to hurt themselves because they haven't learned the fundamentals of landing. Now, okay, keep that in mind. CrossFit, imagine if you just jumped into the fray like I did. Now, I did a CrossFit workout with things I've done. I've done burpees, I've done deadlifts, I've done kettlebell swings, I've done the rowing machine. Imagine if I'd never done these before. And that's what I've seen a lot of box gyms doing. And I've seen the same thing with bodybuilders, just good and bad CrossFit gyms. And that's why I am going to work on finding good CrossFit gyms. Much like I did the top 10 machine muscle approved gyms with Super Fitness and Peak Physique and Power Station, where you get those good trainers and good equipment and good hardcore gym atmosphere. I want to do those with boxes, but I need to learn more about boxes until I get that done. So that's what I'm working on now. But what I want to get on in CrossFit is, sure, I don't believe personally it's optimal for hypertrophy, and I think a lot of even CrossFitters who I've spoken to will agree. But for training, for strength, for functionality, I'm all for it. And like I said, I don't care if you're doing, jazzercise, Pilates. I don't care if you're doing speed masturbation, okay? If you're doing something that you enjoy, that increases your activity, that gets you to exercise and keep my healthcare costs down, keep your body weight down, and live a long, healthy life for you and your family, I'm all for it. So I like CrossFit because the fact there's a cult shows that people like it. It shows that people are adhering to it and they're taking to it and they're going to keep doing it, reaching their goals. Is it my preferred form of training? I've tried it. I must say I kind of like it because it's challenging. But at the end of the day, at this point in my training, I don't even enjoy bodybuilding as much as I used to. I go in the gym and I do what it takes to maintain this physique, which I have worked hard to do and I would like to keep. However, do I enjoy training like I used to? No, but I still enjoy it more than CrossFit because right now I'm not really looking to move my friend's furniture or do a burpee. I just want to lift heavy ass weights and get some hypertrophy. Fuck it, I want to get some muscle gains. Jeez, fucking stupid today. So that's what I'm getting at, guys. CrossFit is not inherently more dangerous than anything, but you need to be cognizant of the CrossFit, the box you're training at, and who your trainer is. This trainer here with the disabled client, I can't say I agree with her training that client in that manner. But again, look at the video. It's going to be the second link below. The first link is going to be to give money to this guy to help him pay for his hospital bills, okay? And I really appreciate you guys watching this. And what I want to encourage my bodybuilding friends, my powerlifting friends, and my strength training friends who frequent this channel, I know that's what I prefer to do, is to keep an open mind to other forms of exercise that people may enjoy. I hate that we have camps. I hate that we have CrossFit over here. I hate that we have bodybuilding over here. I hate that we have powerlifting over here. What I want to do is I want to say, look, we're all brothers in iron. CrossFit, they're lifting some heavy ass iron. Sure, they're doing it in a different manner, a manner that I feel is abused more than it should be. But then again, you go to a trainer at the gym, and guess what? They're abusing that shit as well. So what happened to this guy is a freak. It's a freak accident. I was at a powerlifting event. A dude dropped a bar on his chest, bare chested, no nothing, no shirt or anything, 600 pounds, fell on his chest. Lucky he was okay because he was on enough GH that his organs were nice and nice and strong. But no, I'm just kidding. I'm just playing. Sort of. But that's the thing, is that we need to look at this. It's a fitness movement and we're a fitness community. Let's stick together and let's help this guy out. But I am not going to sit here and, rag on CrossFit. What I'm going to rag on is what I always do, is shitty coaches and shitty trainers. I'm Marc Lobliner, TigerFitness.com! Because making gains, no matter how you do it, that's not a game. Boom!